But anyway, let's see what this nice lady has to say.
It shouldn't be no Section 8. There shouldn't be no food stamps. It shouldn't.
Oh yeah, what if everyone not receiving government assistance was wiped off the face of the earth? Oh wow, what the fuck? That's not good. No. Just because someone's struggling doesn't mean you should wipe them out. That's bad. Let's not get into the time where you could be the wrong type of white. What the fuck? This individual. Let's not glow. But no, this is kind of bad. I don't agree with this statement. No, let's not wipe out a group of people just because. Right. Instead, let's just those that are trying to get back into not being not receiving government assistance, let's keep those, right? And those that are absolutely given up on like trying to pull themselves up in any way, let's just stop the government assistance. How about that? But anyway, let's listen.
Shouldn't be poor people. There shouldn't be no welfare. Us law-abiding taxpayers, we're sick of paying for your food and that. What if there was a law right now today and it wiped y'all off the face of the earth?
Who is y'all?
All the rich taxpayers that's got all this money. What if?
All right, small correction there, woman. Rich people don't pay taxes. I know. Sounds crazy, right? They have all this money. How are they not paying taxes? Well, there is a bunch of laws and in the tax code that make them be able to just switch the money in the pocket of themselves by opening up a, what is it called? A charity fund where they can just donate into that, but it's their own charity fund and they just basically putting in money and taking it out again. Basically just switching the money from one pocket to another, where they can get tax exemption from there. They can also invest into something and get tax exemption from there. And those buffs are stackable, right? And at the end of the day, they'd rather spend 20% of their money instantly instead of paying taxes because it goes to everyone and not themselves, even though the items they buy won't be used by them ever. But yeah, taxpayers are at fault for being middle class, lower middle class, upper lower class, working class. Yeah, they're at fault for not wanting to pay for other people. Hope that helped. I hate that sentence.
What if the law came down and said, you know what? This world is only for those on welfare and public aid and public assistance and food.
Well, if everyone's on welfare, who's gonna pay taxes so you have welfare? Think, woman, think! Funny little trivia, because of a Supreme Court case, everyone from the Middle East were labeled with white in the United States census because that was easier than the justices at the time thinking Jesus as not being white. Oh, okay. That's fucking weird. It was sunny there. People had to do outside work. Of course he was at the very least tanned. Right? Oh man. Some people's insecurities, right? But again, this is some bullshit. Grade A bullshit. Because her logic doesn't even make sense.
Section 8 and the government benefits. And we just gonna get rid of the rest of them.
Hold on. What?
Public assistance and food stamps in Section 8 and the government benefits. And we just gonna get rid of the rest of them.
So you're just gonna be left with bums. Basically. People who don't work, people who wanna just stay at home. You do know you're gonna survive exactly 2 days? Tops? if that were to happen. Because let's be real, if only those kinds of people survive, you survive off of those people. If those people are gone, you have nothing to survive off of. No electricity, no, the infrastructure would break down. You'd lose electricity in the first few hours. Your food in the fridge would, mold by the second day, and you'd have nothing to eat, no flowing water. You'd be fucked in more ways than 5. A bucket with 5 softball-sized holes in the bottom of it holds more water than this argument. Bro, there's probably something I overlooked in, like, what would happen if everyone useful would just die, right? Something I completely overlooked, and they would just die within, like, minutes. Oh, man. This is ridiculous. Funny thing is, if she's only talking about taxpayers dying, the rich would actually survive. Oh, like mass flooding? Oh yeah, that could happen as well. No one to like look after the water reservoirs, dams, and stuff like that. Fires that break out would just break out because there's no firefighters. All the catastrophes that are in danger of happening because of infrastructure would just happen, and no one is there to like stop them. So yeah, have fun surviving the apocalypse, woman.
How about that?
Now I want to see the fucking comments on this, please. Hold on, let's look at the fucking ratio. 85k views, 1.3k likes, 390 reposts, and 1.5k comments. Oh, girl, you're getting ratioed. Grok, given her level of understanding on how taxes and welfare work, what would you estimate her IQ is to be? Give the number only, please. I want to see that. Oh, whoops. I want to see that. Grok, please answer. No, Grok. No, Grok. Grok doesn't answer these kinds of questions, probably. She can't really be that stupid. There was a study done a few decades ago that found that third-gen welfare recipients literally in their brain do not associate money with work. That money just comes from government. So yes, she is that. Oh my god, that's real? People think you can just get money by not doing shit? Without setting up like some bank shit or trust fund? What the fuck? This reminds me of a video. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, hell yeah. Man, we've tried societies without rich. It's Appalachia and backwoods Mississippi. Everyone suffers. Well, not necessarily. Right? Because if we don't have rich and everyone works, right? Everyone does the work instead of some people just doing luxury brands for the rich. We could have a society that is self-sustaining instead of, what do you have today? But yeah, whatever. Or the hydroelectric plants breaking down, coal fires just being allowed to run rampant, public transport wouldn't exist, and no internet. Yeah, they would get bored real fucking quick and probably even die of boredom. You better know how to grow your own food. I keep reading a belief that farmers are not needed to produce food. Stuff grows on its own and livestock just exists and multiplies. Poof. Magic. Wait for it. Yeah. Azurhood actually found a video, so let's watch that in a second. I just want to keep reading. Food come from grocery store, yo. What? Africans don't know how. That's why the famine and shit. Oh yeah, the boars. The boars getting fucking hunted for sports. That's terrible. Holy shit. Anyway. They tried that in South Africa they gave people land and seeds to plant. They just ate the seeds and then asked for more. Wait, these people are that dumb? Yup. What if law-abiding Americans said screw it and ditched their jobs to mooch off of welfare? This welfare queen would be left high and dry with no handouts to snatch. Let's see how her lazy ass likes it when the system she leeches off collapses under the weight of her own game. True if everyone just does it, right? Hold on. I hate this mentality of everyone, of the rich people like, what is that dumbass's top G guy name again? Fuck. The guy who flexes his, Bugatti. Fuck. Forgot his name. Andrew Tate, yeah. Andrew Tate was like, yeah, join my hustle university. Literally everyone can become rich with it. And I'm like, sitting here. You do know, if everyone were to be rich, everyone would be on the same standard. And if everyone's rich, there's no working class. If there's no working class, your money has no value because there's nothing being produced to buy with that money. You cannot become rich without taking away everyone else's money. Because you're literally hoarding the money. Why is this girl cosplaying as Marx? I don't know. So, I hate how the rich are saying, yeah, literally anyone can do it. It doesn't require luck, only skill and patience. And I'm like, you're literally the top 0.1%. How the fuck do you think you're more skilled than 99.9% of the world? That's just not true. You got lucky. Yes, there is some talent, some opportunity taking, some work required, some more than others, but at the end of the day, luck is a huge, major factor in you becoming rich. And once you're rich, it's pretty easy nowadays to stay rich. Because you just look at some upstart who has a great idea for an invention or already has it. You say, "Ayo, give me equity in your company. I'll give you some money so you can actually expand it." And you leech off of that. It's that easy. And it is happening. Let's not act like it doesn't happen. I hate that mentality. It's like, oh yeah, everyone can become. No, it's not true. Otherwise, you wouldn't have any workers, dumbass. Ugh. Where was I? I was too busy ranting. How many of those people have inherited most of that wealth? There's probably a few, right? There's probably a lot of those, but those people most of the time ruin it, right? It usually ends if there's like 2 generations after each other that are useless. It usually ends there. Usually. But of course, someone else just takes over. So it's like the family ends there with wealth, but not the like corpo kind of. Like stuff like the shoujo where they just die is rare. It either gets destroyed by someone else, it gets like absorbed by another corpo. It's the rich stay rich. It's that simple. Yeah. Yeah, you dumb bitch. They're trying that. It's called the Democratic Party. Special kind of fucking stupid. What? I am too illiterate in this to understand this one. Probably a shot at the left. The way I understand it. Or? Is it? Or against the right side? I don't fucking know. Whatever. So this is why we are in the situation we are in. People don't know how anything works and are allowed to be adults. Oh, that's a good take, actually. People who don't know how anything works are allowed to be adults, vote, and all that stuff. It's kind of why Roman noble families had a culture of proving yourself worthy of your family's name and strive to gain more and more glory. Well, that and the reason why aristocrats back in the day were so lavish with their spending is because literally anyone could do luxury brands for them, right? If your shit is good enough, it looks good enough, people are gonna buy it. It's just dangerous to, like, handle aristocrats, right? Because you're basically just a pebble on the roadside. So yeah, absolutely stupid.